Hello everyone, topic for today's discussion is let and where in JavaScript. In JavaScript, we can use let and where keywords to declare variables. The keyword let was introduced in ES6, that is ECMAScript 6 in 2015, and let is the preferred way to declare variables. There is a slight difference between where and let keyword. Let's see. In let, hoisting does not occur, while in where hosting occurs. Let does not allow to redeclare variable, whereas where allows to redeclare variables. Now let's understand it with the help of coding. So I'm using Visual Studio Code for running the program and my file name is letvar.js. If we declare a variable inside a function with var keyword, then it can be used anywhere in a function and can also be re-declared as well. Let me give you an example. So here let's write a function. So for that let me use the function keyword and I'm taking function name as f1. Now let's write the body of the function f1. So here I'm declaring a variable using that keyword and I'm taking variable name as a and I'm putting a value in it, that is 1. Here a can be used anywhere inside the function. Now let's log this. So let me write console.log and then the variable name, that is a. Now let's call this function and for that let me write the function name, that is f1. Now let's see the output. Here let's write node and then the file name, that is letvar.js. And on clicking the enter button we can see the output as 1. Now let's write console.log and let's try to print this variable a outside the function. Now let's see the output and here we can see the output a is not defined because as we already discussed that a cannot be used outside the function or the body of the function. Now let's see an example where we have discussed that let does not allow to redeclare variable. So for that let me write a variable using this let keyword and I'm taking variable name as a and I'm putting value 5 to it. Now first let's log this. So for that let me write console.log and then the variable name, that is a. So here we can clearly see the output will be 5. Now let's try to re-declare that variable. So I'm using again let a is equals to, let's re-declare this variable a to the value 10 and now let's try to see the output. So for that first log this a and now let's see the output in the terminal window and we can see a has already been declared. So this is what I was telling you, that we cannot re-declare the variable if we use this let keyword along with the variable name. But on the other hand, re-declaring a variable with var keyword is allowed. So let's change this let with var and let me first comment these two lines and then let's see the output first. So here clearly we can see the output as 5. Now let's redeclare this variable a and this time I'm using this var keyword and now let's see the output and the output is 10 because as we already discussed that if we declare a variable using var keyword then redeclaration is allowed. Now the other difference is The variable declared with var are hoisted to the top of the scope of the program. About hosting, we have already discussed. You can see our previous video. If you don't know what hosting is, let's see an example of this. So for that, first log a value a. Now let's write var a. Here it will not give any error. Let's see the output. Here, there is no error. It is undefined only because the value of a is not defined yet. But on the other hand, let does not allow hosting. Let me show you an example of this as well. So here, let's change this keyword to let. And now let's see the output. And here, we get the output cannot access A before initialization. This is what we have already discussed in hoisting. So the variable declared with var are hosted to the top of the scope of the program. On the other hand, let does not allow hosting. This is all about var and let keyword in JavaScript.